Hey guys, it's Shah, and today I'm going to be doing a public embarrassment story time. So yeah. Now, I got this idea from the stream the other day. Someone actually told me to do a story time, and I was like, nothing really interesting happens in my life, so I don't know what this story time is going to be about, but sure. And then I started thinking to myself, and soon after in the stream I was like, oh my god, I'll do this. And it was a public embarrassment. This guy, okay. It was a public embarrassment story, and I'm honestly really, really embarrassed about it. But it happened, and whatever. It was a long time ago, and I'm fine with it now, because it's funny. So this one time, I was on holidays. It was school holidays, and me and my friends, there was about 8 of us, we went shopping. And the shopping center that we went to had a store that we always walked into. It wasn't for any reason. It was just one of the stores that we liked to mess around in a lot. And honestly, if you were there, I think you'd probably see us playing hide and seek in the aisles, and you'd find one of us hiding under the dog food. But it was a pretty hectic time, and a bunch of randos always, you know, stared, but we didn't care because it was funny. And we just kept playing our hide and seek and hiding under dog food and trying to make a toilet paper fort, even though the little metal things that the toilet paper was stacked on were too small. So yeah, it was pretty funny because you just see us running around, and we never really got in trouble for it. I'm not sure why, thinking back now. But yeah, we never got in trouble, we never got told off, so I mean, I'm not complaining, but it's just really weird because you'd think we'd get in trouble. Oh, first, let me tell you about the store we were in. So, it's pretty much like a Walmart for Americans. It's called Big W. I'm pretty sure most Australians have heard of this. But it's got everything, pretty much. It has clothes, it has electronics, it has toys, it has food, it has, like, home stuff. It has a lot of things. So, I don't know why we liked this store that much, but it was just fun being in there. So yeah, this store wasn't really for anything. We just like to walk in there and mess around. This one time, me and my friends walked into the electronics section of the store. This is my final. Come back. Come back. I don't want to lose this invis pot, but well, I can't do much about it. Righto. So yeah, there was about 4 of us that walked into the electronics section. Actually, I think all of us walked in there, but this guy's mad that I killed him. I'm pretty sure all of us walked in there, but there was, like, we split into, like, 2 groups. Because there was a reading section like a book section right in front of the electronics section. So half of us went there and half of us went to the electronics section. So, yeah. So I think there was about 5 of us in the section, and I remember seeing these really big speakers at the front of 2 of the aisles, and I was thinking to myself, you know, this is pretty cool. They had like lights on them that were flashing, so they were obviously plugged in and on, but it's not like they were playing music or anything. It was just for the light show, I guess. I guess they were just showcasing them. I'm not really sure why they had them out if they weren't playing music, but whatever. So, I obviously went to go look at the, What? Wait, how did I get his final? I didn't even touch him. Alright then. So yeah, I was really interested in this speaker because it had lights on it, and I was like, this is pretty sick. So obviously small things amuse small minds, and I have one of those. So I went up to it, and a couple of my friends followed me. I remember one of my friends walked into the aisle next to it and was just looking at a bunch of stuff, and I think there was 2 others behind me that were just looking at the same speaker as me. You know, small minds. We got small minds. So we were checking out the speaker, and it was plugged in. Me being the idiot I started pressing a bunch of buttons on it. I'm not sure why. I don't know what I'd gain out of it. I was just like, yeah, let's just press some buttons, and that's what I did. So I was pressing a bunch of buttons, and this speaker turns on. It's not like it was playing any music or anything. This speaker turns on full blast volume, and it's playing a static sound because it wasn't plugged into anything. It was, I'm pretty sure it was one of those speakers that you plug in a headphone jack into. I'm assuming, otherwise I don't think it'd create a static sound. But yeah, it was playing a static sound, and it was so loud. I was so embarrassed. I probably like had a moment where I just paused because I didn't know what else to do. I was like, oh shit, like I didn't know what else to do. So I paused for a second. My friends at the time that were there with me looking at the speaker, I'm pretty sure they already ran off. So I bolt for the aisle that's next to the speaker that I was looking at. And my friend was in there looking at something, so I grabbed her and I was like, dude, go. Like, leave. We're out. So I started like pushing her, and I was like, let's go. And then I ran around the aisle. So at this point, I was on the opposite side of where the speaker was. And, oh god, I thought the diamond was someone breaking my bed. So yeah, I was at the opposite side of where the speaker was. And did this? Okay. And I'm pretty sure everyone that was around us turned and looked because it was so loud. Like, I'm dead ass. Like, if I was on the other side of the store, I would probably hear this static sound. This was in the corner of the store, so if I... He's laughing at me. So yeah, if I went to the opposite side of the store, I would probably be able to hear it. This is how loud it was. So, yeah, I ran for the opposite side of the aisle. And keep in mind, this speaker was still playing. It's not like it shut off or anything. No. This thing was still going. So, I didn't know what to do, and I wanted to save myself more embarrassment. I didn't want to walk out the store or get told to leave or something. So, I went up to the speaker, and I started pressing a bunch more buttons, thinking that it'd turn it off. And eventually it did. I'm not sure what I pressed to turn it on, and I'm not sure what I pressed to turn it off. But that happened, and it was one of the scariest moments of my life. So yeah, my friends screamed in like 7 different directions. I don't know where we went. But I remember, all I remember was me being with my friend when I ran. I was with one of them. I said there was like 8 of us. Yeah. There was only like one of them that was with me at the time. So yeah, that shit wouldn't turn off, so I kept pressing a bunch of buttons, and it finally turned off. And everyone was staring in the direction of where the speaker was, and you just saw me, a little, probably 13, 14-year-old. I think I was 14 at the time. I don't know, I was an idiot, that's all I know. You just see a 14-year-old standing at the speaker making a bunch of noise. So yeah, it was pretty obvious who it was, and I'm pretty sure everyone pointed that out. So that was embarrassing. Is that a GG? That's a GG. I didn't get this guy's bed though. So yeah, this was probably one of the worst things that could have ever happened to me. It was really scary. It's like I couldn't comprehend what the hell just had happened. And I'm telling you, my reaction was so delayed because by the time I realized what was happening, my friends had already like bolted. So yeah, my reaction was so delayed because I was so in shock about what happened. And I just stood there thinking, what the hell do I do? So, God, that will forever be, like, printed in my mind. Every time something stupid happens in that store, me and my friends just think back to when that happened, and we all laugh at it. It was just so embarrassing. I can't believe it actually happened. The moral of the story is, don't go into a store and start pressing random buttons on a speaker, especially if you know that it's on. If it's on, just don't touch it at all. Just save yourself the hassle and the embarrassment. Just don't touch anything at all. Not even in the store, just nothing. Don't touch anything. Yeah, so I just stood there for like 10 seconds before realizing, and I was too scared to run because I was like, what if we get kicked out? What if I get in trouble? But I obviously did end up running because I didn't have a plan B. I didn't know what to do, so I ran. And you know, surprisingly, we didn't get in trouble for it. I think a few workers saw what had happened and who it was, but I don't think, no, we didn't get told off or kicked out. So that was a win. But that's pretty much all I have for my story. Is this guy rushing me? Yes, he is. It was one of the most embarrassing moments of my life. I'm not gonna lie, it still haunts me today. And this had happened around 2 years ago. I think when I was in year 8. I think. I'm not really sure. Yeah, it had happened like 2 or so years ago. It wasn't very recent, it was just very scary. He said no way. Yes way. So yeah, again, one of the most embarrassing moments of my life. Don't touch anything while you're at a store, especially if it's a speaker. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed or had a little laugh or something. It was pretty funny at the time. And now thinking back to it, it was actually hilarious. And it like pumped me with so much adrenaline. It was so dumb. Don't touch any speakers at a store, especially if you know if they're turned on. That's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!